बार बार विनती करो, धरो चरण परमात्म, निज पद भक्ति भाव मोहि देव मापति ना। ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कर, ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण, ओ सदा शिव। अरे मन मूर्त तजो अभिमान, अरे मन मूर्त तजो अज्ञान, तजो अज्ञान, ये तजो अज्ञान। ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। मुनिवर परमार्थ भारी, करत सदा ते ज्ञान, जिनके हृदय ज्ञान, जिनके हृदय ज्ञान पद निर्वाण, ओ पद निर्वाण। ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण, ओ सदा शिव। जानी प्रदोष आनी सुर संकुल, जागर सकल अभिमान। सुन नर मुनि प्रतिपालक स्वामी, सुन नर मुनि प्रतिपालक स्वामी, जय जय करत पुकार, हे जय जय करत पुकार। सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण, ओ सदा शिव। सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। पूजन बहु प्रकार गिरिजा शिव, युगल चरण रतिमान, युगल चरण रतिमान रतिमान। विष्णु शंख मृदंग इंद्र कर, बाजत गगन विशाल, बाजत गगन। सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। देवी सहायु मापति निर्गत, कोटि उदय शशिमान। शेष गणेश बखानत महिमा, शेष गणेश, शेष गणेश, शेष गणेश बखानत महिमा। गावत वेद पुराण, गावत वेद पुराण, गावत वेद पुराण। सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। हरि राम वर राम वर नी 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 नी। आ आ सदा सदा करे कल्याण। ओ सदा शिव करे कल्याण, ओ करे कल्याण, ओ करे कल्याण। ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। ओ सदा शिव सदा करे कल्याण। हमको उमा महेश जी दर्शन दिया करो, दर्शन दिया करो। ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम सबको। हमको उमा महेश जी दर्शन दिया करो, दर्शन दिया करो। निज दास की आस सदा पूरन किया करे, पूरन किया करे। ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम। कर्पूर गौर स्वरूप उर अंतर, अंतर रहा करे, अंतर रहा करे। परलोक को साधन सदा मौसम कहाँ करे, मौसम कहाँ करे। ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम। परखंड मुंज महेश के मन में बसा करे, ओ मन में बसा करे। जिनको मिले शिव दाम जे तन मन कथा करे, अब तन मन कथा करे। ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम। देवी सहाय हमें तुझे शिव शिव जपा करो, शिव शिव जपा करे। जो जग जोनी से छूट जाए वे शंभु कृपा करो, शंभु कृपा करो। हरि ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम। शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम, हरि ओम। हमको उमा महेश जी दर्शन दिया करे, अब दर्शन दिया करे। निज दास की आस सदा पूरन किया करे, वो पूरन किया करे। ओम शिव ओम शिव ओम, हरि ओम शिव ओम।
शारदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा जब तीन लोक गाए। शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा जब तीन लोक गाए। नाचे धरा गगन तो नाचे धरा गगन तो झूमी दसों दिशाएं। शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा जब तीन लोक गाए। शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा जब तीन लोक तू देव सबसे न्यारा तुझको नमन हमारा। आई है तेरे द्वारे दर्शन की कामनाएं। शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा शिवनाथ तेरी महिमा
एक बार बोलो श्रेय महापति महादेव की जय। एक दंताय विद्महे वक्रतुंडाय तन्नो दन्ते प्रचोदयात्। नमस्ते शारदा देवी सरस्वती मति प्रभु वसतु मम चिंतामणि सर्वविद्या प्रदानं शिं ह्रीं सरस्वती स्वाहा। एक बार बोलो श्री भगवती देवी माता की जय। सचना हम लोग आरती करेंगे। लेट अस ऑल स्टैंड एज वी ग्लोरीफाई भगवान इन आरती। ओम सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्रमूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। हर 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 महादेव 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 हर 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 जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव हरदानीदारा ओम हर 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 महादेव एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राजे स्वामी पंचानन राजे हंसासन गरुडासन हंसासन गरुडासन विश्वामन सजे ओम हर 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 महादेव। दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दश भुज सोहे स्वामी दश भुज सोहे तीनों रूप निरखत तीनों रूप निरखत त्रिभुवन जन मोहे ओम हर 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 जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव हरदानीदारा ओम हर 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 महादेव। अक्षमाला वनमाला मुंजमाला दानी स्वामी मोज माला धारी, चंदन मृग मद सोही, चंदन मृग मद सोही, बाले शशिधारी, कोमल हर हर महादेव। ओ श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बागंबर दे, स्वामी बागंबर दे, सन्वारिक 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 सन्वारिक, भूतादिक संजय, ओम हर 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 महादेव। बोलो जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, हर नारायण, ओम हर 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 महादेव। हार त्रिशूल धरता, स्वामी हार त्रिशूल धरता, जगकारी जगहारी, जगकारी जगहारी, जगपालन करता, ओम हर हर हर। बोलो ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, जानत अविवेका, स्वामी जानत अविवेका, प्रणव अक्षर में शोभित, प्रणव अक्षर में शोभित, कीर्ति ओंका, ओम हर 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 महादेव। त्रिगुण स्वामी जी की आरती, जो कोई नर गावे, स्वामी जो कोई नर गावे, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, कहत शिवानंद स्वामी, मनमान्वित फल पावे, ओम हर 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 महादेव। जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, हर नारायण, ओम हर 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 महादेव। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिवो, जय पद्मेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर। नमो महादेव शंभो, नमो सदा शिवो, जय परमेश्वर, जय भुवनेश्वर, जय शिव शंकर। भवानी शंकर उमा
जय कलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर जय कलयंकर जय पीतांबर जय शिव शंकर
सबको बोलो
नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदा शिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर नमो महादेव शंभो नमो सदा शिव जय परमेश्वर जय भुवनेश्वर जय शिव शंकर ओ जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर
एक बार बोलो श्री उमापति महादेव की जय सबका super बेहतरीन may all take your seats my dear friends Jai Sri Ram everyone and a warm welcome of course to each and every one of you this evening as we join in yet another night. This is our fifth night of course of recitations of Mahashivratri on the auspicious occasion of Shivratri this year. On behalf of the President of our Mandir, Pandit Krishna Ramali, and the Executive and most of the Secretary of the Mandir, Sriman Harichan Baru, and all of the members of the Mandir, it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you this evening. To my younger brother Pandit Rohit, young Pandit Rajiv, Pandit Vishnu for performing puja this evening. Our many Pandits who are present with us, Pandit Ramlakhan Maharaji, very aged and experienced and present with us. Shri Pita Maharaji, who is here, Executive Member, Mahasabha, Dr. Bhushan Singh. Uncle Vishnu Maharaji and his family, of course, from in Baruch here, from Krishma is here, his niece. Krishma is your dad here as well? No, yes. And his family, the Inbarukia family that continues to support us. They do human service and they carry on, of course, the Polo Grounds Temple in his family. My brother in Dharma and an illustrious member of the legal fraternity, Shri Kail Taklal Singh and his Dulahin, who are here this evening. Mr. and Mrs. Jagisa, indeed it's our pleasure to have you here with us again. All of you, my dear friends, this evening the Hostin family, the Rupchand family, Robin and Ray, they're the proprietors of Rupchand Emporium, no stranger to us, and the Mandir, and of course their support for Dharma is unwavering as they do time and time again. Robin and Ray are always there, very devout Hindus, very, very devout Hindus, wonderful family that, you know, they always in Dharma, puja and prayers, these are things that they, you know, they prioritize in their lives. So they and the ladies of the Mandir who sit for puja this evening, Shriman Manmohan Gosainji and his wonderful troupe of musicians who did beautiful renditions, of course, of local classical. We will hear a little bit after. Members of Shivratri this evening, and of course my friend Amar and Ravi, one of my former students. I can't call his nickname here. It ain't a song to write, but Ravi is one of my former students at Vishnu Boys. He is doing this evening technical service on behalf of Radio and TV Jagrati, and they're also taking our stream live across the world to the thousands of devotees that listen to us and join us every single evening, time and time again, of course. These wonderful souls. I want to say a special word to our many kind sponsors, corporate sponsors that continue to keep these broadcasts on air. Over the years, a number of persons have given generously to keep these broadcasts on air. Bindra and her family, KFW Construction Limited, they were here Ashwar and his family, they are here every single evening. Rina and her family were here as well. So number of corporate sponsors that continue to keep this broadcast on air. We want to say God's blessings as well. And to you, my dear friends, each and every one of you, friends, devotees, chelas, some of my past students who I taught at school, and they're now out of school, and time and time they come and they join ever so often. Sometimes I don't see them again, but for Shivratri and for Ganesh Utsav, you see them. And Shivratri night, that's a must. If you don't see them at all, you will see them on Shivratri night. So to all of you, I want to say a most cordial and special welcome. Before we begin this evening, let's all sit upright. As we clasp hands, close eyes, we bow heads, and we offer salutations onto the lotus-like feet of Bhim Shankar. भक्त जन को के कल्याण करने सबसे अधिक है. The Lord who has the welfare of the devotee always at heart. प्रबल भक्तों को मुक्ति के प्रतिबंधन जगत में. His divine grace, when bestowed, cuts away the bonds of this material world and places the soul along the path of mukti. जो जरा मरण रहित है, भगवान who is beyond the qualities of birth and death, स्वप्रकाश स्वरूप पंचमुख प्रबल पंच महापाद के दूर करने वाले, whose effulgence and light, when emanated, touches the heart of the devotee, and the bhakti or the devotion born out of such a bond is capable of destroying the many accrued sins of the Jivatma. The Divine Lord who guides, protects, the Supreme, all-merciful, all-pervading Lord who casts His healing hand upon the fallen souls. Unto such a devoted Lord I offer my humble salutations again and again. Hari Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Shri Saraswati Namah. Sri Guru Charana Kamale Namah. Karpura Karuna Sansar Saram Bhujagendraha Sada Vasantam Hridayadavinde Bhavam Bhavam Sahitam Namah. Ramayana Ramachandra Vedase Raghunatha Yanatha Sitaya Pataya Sri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajana Hara Bhava Daruna नवकंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजानम श्री राम श्री श्री राम श्री राम। पवन तनय बल पवन समान बुद्धि विवेक विज्ञान त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनं मृत्योर्मोक्षे यमामृतात् वन्दे महा आनन्दमनन्तलीलं महेश्वरम् सर्वविभुं महान्तं गौरीप्रियं कार्तिकविघ्नराजसंभवं शङ्करं आदिदेवम्। Continuing to maintain the posture of prayer and devotion and with our eyes closed and meditating upon the glorious form of Bhagwan Shankar. True mantra Om Namah Shivaya. We offer salutations to the Lord.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नमस्तुते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुरारविन्देतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णं प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपम् गौरीशंकर पदकमल प्रेम सहित हियला श्रीमच्चम्बो पुराण के भाषर शोभा श्रुति समवेद्य सांब सचिंगा निर्गुण ब्रह्म वेलाक्षक ध्यायामि सुसुकम् जेहि की माया पाय जन भव पालन लय स्वंभु स्वयं भुज जासुबन पावत गौतम को तिनको माधव रवि गणादि शिवायुत जो निज जन के अग सकल चिन्ह में देख पा माता पिता गुरु भारती वेद व्यास मुनि प्रेम सहित कर जोर कर सब नवाषे सप्त संहित सहित शिव पुराण सुखदान भुक्ति मुक्ति दायक सुगम भक्तन जीवन प्राण भक्तन जीवन प्राण भक्तन जीवन प्राण बोलो नमः शिवाय बोलो नमः शिवाय 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 नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय बोलो नमः शिवाय बोलो नमः शिवाय सबको बोलो एवरीवन नमः शिवाय बोलो नमः शिवाय ओम काशी पालक शिव सुमरी गिरिजा गणपति कालिकत बना उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो मैं सब संतन की जय शरण एक बार बोलो श्री उमापति महादेव की जय शरण। My dear friends, before we begin this evening beautiful chant, the chanting name especially of the Lord, again and again we share with you and we reiterate that during the time of Shivratri, if one is able to visit the Mandir of the Lord, one is able to chant the name of the Lord, then blessed indeed are the merits to be derived from such. So this evening, a little bit of a chant, I think one that we all know. Dim dim takka dim dim na pache tammaro. Dim dim takka dim dim na pache tammaro. Dim dim takka dim dim na pache tammaro. Dim dim takka dim dim na बाजे डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए
अभी बोलो धिम धिम तक धिम धिम बाजे डमरू धिम धिम तक धिम धिम बाजे डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
नर शंकर शिव राजा दर्शन दो शिव राजा
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 आन मधेरे बोल भवानी घन 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 बाजे आन मधेरे बोल भवानी घन 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 बाजे
शिव जी की
मंदिर में घुंघरू
जन 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 बाजे
मंदिर में घुंघरू
जन 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 बाजे बजाए रे बजाओ बजाओ डमरू बजाओ रे बजाओ बजाए डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू दिन दिन तक दिन दिन बाजे 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 डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू बोलो शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू
बोलो दिन दिन तक दिन दिन बाजे डमरू दिन दिन तक दिन दिन बाजे डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू सबको बोलो
बजाए बजाए डमरू
नर शंकर शिव राजा दर्शन दो शिव राजा
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 आन मधेरे बोल भवानी घन 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 बाजे आन मधेरे बोल भवानी घन 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 बाजे शिव जी के मंदिर में घुंघरू झन 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 बाजे शिव जी के मंदिर में घुंघरू झन 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 बाजे
बजाओ रे बजाओ बजाओ डमरू बजाओ रे बजाओ बजाओ डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू शिव जी बजाए बजाए डमरू दिन दिन तक दिन दिन बाजे डमरू बाजे डमरू मारे
बजाए बजाए
बाजे डमरू मारे ओम नमः शिवाय शिव जी बजाए बजाए कमरो, शिव जी बजाए बजाए कमरो, शिव जी बजाए बजाए कमरो, शिव जी बजाए बजाए दमरो। त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युर्मोक्षेयमामृता. Man is a combination of matter and spirit. When death comes, or when this Jivatma has to go through or experience that which is called death, the phenomenon of death, our scriptures detail how in great detail what takes place. The body is just an instrument of experience, and that is all it is, nothing else. Guided by the senses, the five senses that we have. The scriptures tell you, you have organs of action and organs of perception. So there are five organs of action. The eyes, the organ of action. But to make sense of the visions that come through the eye, that is perception. Similarly, the nose or the nostrils are the organs of action, but the scent or the olfactory sense, as we say, is the sense of perception. So these senses help us, or the Jivatma, to perceive the world in which it is in, or its environment. These senses, when they interact with the environment, or we interact as, well, if you want to say one another, out of that an experience comes. And that experience is stored in our antakardana, what is called antakardana. We see a human being like this with you and I, and we simply think that we are just a bag of flesh, bones here, and teeth, blood and tissue, but no way more than that. The scriptures or the Vedas describe what is called antakarana, the higher self or the inner being. Man, buddhi, chit and ahankar. Man refers to the mind, that which cannot be qualified or quantified in any way, but it's something that abstract, that exists. The mind's primary duty is to formulate options for us. So we decide we want to do something, or we meet with an experience, the mind is going to formulate many different choices for us. The buddhi will sift through the choices or the options that we have, and it will decide on the one that is best for us. The chit will take that one option, having decided which is best for us, and it will then execute it or put it into action. And the ego, aham, causes us to either feel satisfied or remain dissatisfied by what options we have chosen. All of that encapsulated together forms what is called an experience. There's an old story that my father used to share when they went satsang. There was a sadhu, a holy man, who would go from village to village. And every village that he went to, he picked up a pebble. He would pick up a pebble, a small stone. But he was sure that to always take up one where no two stone or no two pebbles would ever be the same. There would always be some difference in them. So he would walk with his son. One day, a group of young fellas stopped him. Long ago, he used to like to harass sadhu. And he said, sadhu, and then we poke a little fun at them. Now you don't see sadhus at all. That's that's a thing of the past. Maybe one or two you will see. Oh yes, there was a sadhu here the third night. The second night actually. There's one that he moves from place to place. He was here one night. And when they grabbed the pouch from him, they asked him, they say, why you taking along that in your jodi? What is that? Jodi means the pouch. Why are you taking along all of these things? So, experience. And so he started to explain to them that when I feel the pebble, whichever village I go to, and I pick it up from and I feel it, please remember what happened in the village. If I go to another spot, I pick up one, and when I feel it again, it triggers the memory of what happens. The different experiences in our lives are like the pebbles. And arising out of the experiences, every experience that we have, good, bad, uneven, it triggers a memory. That memory is stored within us, inside of us, in a body that is called the astral body. In fact, that is what you cater for when death comes. That is called Sukshma Sharir. Sukshma means very subtle. That Sukshma Sharir contains the deposits of all of your experiences in your lifetime. Every experience that you would have had, if somebody hurts you, it is stored there. If you experience joy, it is stored there. And this collection of experiences that remain with us in this life, it moves with the Jivatma from body to body to body. Therefore, it is those experiences that help to shape the future births and create what is called Pariyashtiti, the future circumstances for us. Verily, the choices that we make helps to create or design or become the architect for the circumstances that we will create in our future lives. That's why we believe in the concept of what is called karma. Whatever we experience in birth and at the opportune moment of death as well, it is karma that we have written, created, and the results of it, or the fruits of it, karma phal, what is called karma phal, they are just being born out. Souls travel together and in company. For example, parents and children, husband and wife. There is a concept in our dharma that is called Rin Anubandhan. R-I-N, or R-N if you may wish to say, A-N-U-B-A-N-D-H-A-N. Don't look it up now. Remember it, and when you leave, go home and look it up. It is called a karmic debt, D-E-B-T. What accounts for the fact that two souls come into this world, or they take formation? If my soul were to come out and any one of your souls were to exit your body, you can't tell the difference now. The soul has no identity. The body is what has identity. The body gives identity. If I pour some coffee from a pot and I put it into a vessel, into a white cup, ceramic cup, I'll tell the person, hey, bring that white cup of coffee for me. So it gains identity because of the vessel that it is in. But bereft of the vessel, you can't tell the difference. But there's a looming question. What accounts for my soul being born as the son of my father and my mother? Why are not their souls born to me? And this is very interesting. Very interesting. Why is my son born as my son? Why aren't your son born into my home? And why am I not born into your home? And it creates a scenario in your head. You begin to wonder, why? Why is this person born in this home family? Why that soul is not somewhere else? And that is why. That is what Rinanubandhan. Because there are karmic debts that souls also owe to each other. So for example, when I am born as the son of my father, because of the relational position that we both occupy, he is father, I am son, I owe a karmic debt to him. I think that's fairly easy for us to understand. And similarly, when souls interplay in this drama that we call life, we give and take. We work out and we make. There is a old story that I heard once. Two friends entered into a business partnership one day. One was, they started off from very humble beginnings. And when they grew, one became a little bit lalich. He became a little bit more filled with greed. So although they started off very well, one would pray for the success of both of them and one would pray for the other one to die so he could get everything. So when they stood together, did everything together, one would pray, Bhagwan, bless both of us so that we will experience great success. The next one would say, Bhagwan, bless me so that he would die, I will give everything. Sometimes they say the prayer of the wicked is quickly answered, and that is what happened. The one who used to pray for the death of his other friend got his desire. That's the beauty of desire. Whatever you pray for, you will get. But who prays for it? You, me. God's duty is not to say whether or not you decide what you want. God just dispenses. That's the law of nature. If I decide I want something, I am the one that decided that. Similarly, whatever I wish for, the consequences of that will also be returned to me. And this is why I keep sharing. Try to do the right thing. If you do the wrong thing, it doesn't bother me, It is your karma. Similarly, if I do it, it is my karma. So he got his wish. He did eventually inherit everything. He had another wish then, so he wished first for his friend to leave everything for him. He did. His other wish is that he was getting old and he doesn't have anybody to give anything to. So he went to God again and he prayed to Shivji. He said, Bhagwan, I have nobody to give all this wealth to, so I need a... So Bhagwan, give him a child. But as the child grew, child was very intelligent, and as he grew up, he became ill. So ill to the point that terminal illness kicked in, and Father, you know how we are. If our children is in trouble, there is no expense we will spare. So he spent and he spent and he spent. He went from place to place, sought medical care that he could have, he spent and he spent and he spent, and his love for that child was beyond anything else. And when the child lay on the bed, after he had spent everything and he laid on the bed, he held onto his child's hand one day and he started to cry. He said, I've done everything. God has given me a lot. I've done everything that I can to do to save you. By now, most of the wealth would have been exhausted. And his son looked at him. He says, don't cry. You did what you had to do. And when he saw his son's face and his son was ready to die, his son smiled at him and said, now we are equal. Now we are equal. You understand what happened there? Friend was reborn as the son to expend the wealth that was taken from him while they were alive. This is Rananubandhan. This is karma. So make no mistakes. The experiences that we have is what prompts us to perceive this world that we live in. So this evening, very beautifully, same took place in, as is described in our scriptures. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. That, O great sages, Linga Yuktani Tirtani Sarvalinga Pratishtatam Sankyatya Vidate Tesham Tani Kashchita Vavamyaham. This world is filled of lingams all over. Patalicha Vartante Swarge Cha Pitata Bhui. There are lingams even in the lowerly worlds. Anyone who worships Bhagwan Shankar in the form of such and receives the grace of Shiva Lingam, Dadami Vidhancha Tirtam Chani Stale Tatha. Even residual karmas which cannot be burnt away by any other means, they can be destroyed by worship of Bhagwan's Linga. Jyotirlingani Jani Mukhyani Satam Tanyaham Katham Yam Yadya Sutva Papam Vyapo Hati. Jyotirlings are considered to be foremost amongst them. There are many different types of lingams. This is Banling. This particular one is called Narmadeshwar Ling. It's derived from Narmada River. Narmada is said to be, of course, daughter of Lord Shankar, Reva. And her waters, when it flows, any pebble that is picked up from that particular lingam, from that particular river bed rather, is considered to be linga. It is said the Devas once had a yajna, huge Rudra yajna, and they used various lingams for that yajna. When they were finished, they threw it into the Narmada. These are what these lingams are. But on the night of Shivratri, owing to the power of the night, every single linga, including the one in your yard that you offer at your Chandi, they gain the power of Narmadeshwar and Jyotirling. Jyotir means light. Jyoti means light. Just like when I shared with you on the second night that Bhagwan Shivji crystallized from a light to a lingam, Jyotir means light. Swayambhu means self-existing. It means, so this lingam, for example, it has a particular set of rules. When you have your lingam at home, you will call your pandit, you will bill you home and you want to put it down, and you have puja, you'll ask your pandit, well, Babs, I bought a lingam. I would like to put the lingam down, what we call pratishta. And he will come, he will say the mantras, he will invoke Bhagwan's blessings, and he will install the lingam. This lingam needs no such. Narmadeshwar always has God present in it, so there is no pran pratishta for this particular lingam, owing to its blessing. That's why now you find it very common, lots of Narmada lingams. But Narmada lingam does not need any any particular installation procedure elaborate, because it already has Bhagwan in it. In fact, so powerful are the vibrations of a Narmada Lingam within a 2-mile radius. It burns karmas of those who reside within a 2-mile radius of its presence. But on the night of Shivratri, owing to the power or to the lingam that you have in your home, because long ago we didn't have these. When our forefathers went to the riverside, now we just go by the river for different thing. Long time the old people used to go for Sil and Lorha. And if they find a chin, if they find a little stone that resembles a lingam, they go bring it home now. And that is what they put in the yard as a jandi. Plenty people still have that, no? The old people especially, they get a rock that resembles that of a lingam, Max, and they put it on and they cast it there, and that become your lingam. We couldn't afford to buy. Patiram trees. All of us visit. Same. You all know the history? Younger people? A gentleman was brush cutting. You know, is that brush cutter? Nobody knows a brushing cutlass. Young people, history. All you know is a brushing cutlass. A manual lawnmower. Ronnie, you remember them days, boy? Somebody was telling me one day, I don't know who it was, I went to do puja by somebody's house, and he was telling me, he said, Babs, I had to teach this fellow is a crook stick. All you know is a crook stick? Yeah? Crook stick you hold and you, it's a piece of wooden that is, yeah. Well, sing that in a crook stick part. What is a L-shaped piece of stick that you would hold to pull the grass, and then you have your brush and cutlass, if you're left-hander or right-hander. How much cut I gave with that? I put my left foot in front and brush in. You had to put your right foot when you're there. So this is old-time tradition. He was cutting and the cutlass hit the particular stone that was there, and milk started to pitch from it. And that is where Patiram trees got its origin, one of the origins of Patiram trees. Right here. Right here. This is the grace of Shankara. So on the night of Shivratri, every single lingam becomes or has the power of Jyotirlinga, with or without mantra. Because of the power of the night, that's why Shivratri is considered to be so powerful. If not the most powerful night apart from Diwali, it is considered to be the most powerful night of the year, or one of the most powerful nights. So anything, any type of worship that is done, Swayambhu Linga or self-existent means like how we buy the lingam and we have to do the puja and install it. In the case of Jyotirlings, that didn't happen. Bhagwan appeared there, and from there he attuned himself into the form of a lingam. And there are 12 such lingams that exist throughout India. Saurashtre Somanatham cha Sri Shaile Mallikajunam Ujjainam Mahakaram Omkaram Mamaleshwaram Paralyam Vaidanatham cha Dakinyam Bhim Shankaram Setu Bandetu Ramesham Nagesham Darukabane Varanasyam Vishweshwaram Himale Gautami Tate Etani Jyotirlingani Pratakal. These are 12 Jyotirlingams where Bhagwan himself manifested. If you are fortunate to visit any of these, if you are fortunate to visit, you are considered to be increasingly blessed. And I know some of you have visited plenty of these when you go to India. If not any at all, the one in Kashi. If you don't go to any. So Bhagwan describes that worship of Linga especially is considered extremely great. O holy ones, Pratibhyam yani lingani tesham sangyatana vidyate tatapi cha pradhanina katante cha maya dvijaha. Any type of little worship, even a thought of Bhagwan on a night in the particular form of the lingam, it yields great merits. So this evening, of course, one devotee who did such. Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Aruna Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Aruna Shiva, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Baba, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Baba. Manas Bhajale Guru Charanam, Dushtar Bhava Sagar Taranam, Bol Manas Bhajale Guru Charanam, Dushtar Bhava Sagar Taranam, Kumkarna Utpanna Karkatyam Sa Mahabala. When the brother of Ravan by the name of Kumkaran died, he had a son, and his Dulahin's name was Karkati. And when he died, of course, son grew up without presence of the father in his life. Young boy by the name of Bhim. So when he was of age, he asked his mother, Bhimuvacha, Malakam Pita Putra Katham Kaikanni Shtataha. Who is my father and what happened to him? How is it that I don't have his influence in my life? And this is why I shared with you in the beginning. It is experiences that shape us and shape our motives and how we react and respond and negotiate this world. So she began to share with him that Bhagwan Sri Ram, when he incarnated upon the earth, he destroyed your father and he destroyed your uncles because they were inimical to him. And when he hears this, it strikes a chord in his heart. One, that found his father was taken away from him, and secondly, why should Bhagwan Sri Ram be the cause of the death of his father? And he nursed this in his heart and made a vow that one day he would seek revenge for that which was done to him. So Brahmanam cha samutishya varshanam sahasrakam manasa dhyana nisratya tapaschakre mahadata. So he decides that he will avenge. But to do that, he needs to get the means. So he does tapasya to Brahma for thousands of years. Prasanno asi varambrohi broya manasa vartate. Bhagwan Brahma says, ask for what you want. And he asks for power beyond any mortal. Atulam cha balam me dehi tum kamala manasa. So much power. I want to ascend, that when I hold on to, or when I gain the strength, I must be unconquerable. Brahma says, if this is what you want, and always remember that when you stand in front of God, whatever you ask for, God is not the one to determine whether this is, sometimes we hear some say, well, God's seeing all this stuff. Is there a God? Because God witnesses all that is taking place and he stays silent. He doesn't do anything to help. But God is not a genie that will come and just vanish and do, no. Then the law of karma will not hold the truth. So Bhagwan is just the one who gives what we want. If there's not freedom of individual choice, there would be no karma. And for there to be karma, there must be that freedom of choice. So Bhagwan says, if this is what you want, so be it. This is what you will have. Manas bhajale guru charanam, dushtar bhava sagar charanam, bol. Manas bhajale guru charanam, dushtar bhava sagar charanam. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai जय
Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai
Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Guru Maharaj Guru Jai Jai
Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai.
Sutuvacha ityukva pratam bhimo digajaya banastara. Went to his mother and look at what I have attained and look at the stage. I promised that I would avenge my father's death, and to that I shall hold true. So he wages war, begins a path of destruction against any and everything that he sees as attributed to the cause of his demise. Puda sudakshana tatra kamadupeshwara prabhum jetum gadastena yugadadi da shankaram. First thing that he does, of course, he knows one way to evoke or to cause the Lord to be affected is to interfere with his devotee. So there was a great king by the name of Sudakshana, and he was a great devotee of Lord Shankar. Rajpe chapi sugra parta haripriya. Why interfere with the devotees of Shankar? Because Sri Ram got the blessing from Lord Shankar. Got the blessing of Lord Shankar when he destroyed Ravan. He had to seek repentance and atonement from Lord Shankar. So he says, if Shankar is so merciful, Shankar supports this, and king will religiously perform the puja of Bhagwan Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah. Rakshaso Yagyam Karmadi Varshapadi Vimohitaha. First thing that he does, outlaws, conquers and outlaws everything that is divine. No puja, no prayer, no charity, no type of yajna. Outlaws everything. Vedam, Shastram, Smritisha, Purachanam. Wiped out the scriptures. Eliminated any of the teachings and all of the, tried in his many ways to stifle, of course, anything that was considered holy. Devasya pidata sakra prayashtata. I want no such things. Sometimes we have to really think. Recently we had quite a battle. Kyle was one of those that was responsible, and part of that when we had to, I want to use the term lobby with the government. During COVID we were having a very difficult time, and even at the expense of going to the courts to seek recourse. Why? Because it is our right. It is our right as Hindus to cremate. That is not, that's our religion, that's our practice. And although times have changed in this modernized time, there still continues to be practices that aim to stifle our religious expression and our freedom to observe our religious rights. And we must stand. Never ever turn a blind eye to that. Anytime we turn a blind eye to it and we don't stand, then we aid and abet very much the same. So Bhagwan says this is what he did. He stifled it. And why? Because he wants to incur enmity with Bhagwan Shankar. So when he enslaves this particular king, Sudakshina, who is a great devotee of Shankar, and puts him in prison. He thinks that he has in some way curbed the worship of the Lord. Manasabha chale durutaranam dushtar bhavasagar taranam. Manasabha chale guru charanam dushtar bhavasagar taranam. Supravacha ityuktastu sara sarvesham bhu bhakta vatsala. But in spite of even that, he didn't give up. When he went into the prison cell, from the dirt, he molded a little lingam that's called Parthiv Lingam. You can make lingam out of dirt, and he molded a little lingam out of dirt, and together with his wife he will sit and even perform the puja of Lord Shankar there. Even there he will continue. Lesson to us, doesn't matter how small you observe. If you can't light a diya, keep a light. If you can't do puja every day, at least do it a few times a week. Doesn't matter what means is available for you to afford, to avail yourself. Whatever conditions that may present themselves, but do it. Do it. I once had one of my friends, one of their relatives died in Iceland. You all know where that is. It's one of the Nordic countries all the way north. She was Hindu. To return that body here would have cost a fortune. And laws of state there are totally different. So in such a case, what do you do? Because you ain't going to get no pandit down there. So you have to make accommodation. And did the funeral over there, and then came home and did the ancillary rites in Trinidad. And this is what Bhagwan, doesn't matter, however small, whatever way it is, but maintain your dharma. So he maintained, and when this happened, of course, the mind of the deluded, when Bhim sees this and he's alerted to this, he is thrown into a state of quandary. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Om Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva. तब किसी वहां जाकर राक्षस के निवेदन किया, राजा इस प्रकार तुम्हारे लिए दारुण क्रिया का प्रयोग करता है. One of his guards went to him and told Bhim, he says, there's a guy doing something in there, a king. You know, the messenger is sometimes, the message that comes from the messenger is, oh. He says the guy is doing something and he's saying some kind of thing. It looks like he wants to kill you. Ever get that? I know all you're doing there, no, looking like some Cunupia. And what are you doing? All you're doing is putting a belly for a lingam, you know. But you see, when we don't understand a cultural practice, and when our mind, when we have closed-mindedness, we would not understand. It is difficult to conceptualize what we don't understand. We often tend to disassociate and condemn. Bhim is, yes, he's attained all of this, but increasingly arrogant. Suji boli yaha sunkar rakshas ko ati krodhit hai. He doesn't stop to think. It's just like some of us, right? You go and you ask, say, Babs, you check and see if everything all right? Yep. Babs, I have one question. What is that? Anybody doing me anything? Well, if they're doing anything, it is, and it is a fair question. Don't think it's not a fair question. This world is filled of all type of elements, some that we know of and some that we know. But that is, so like this, Krodit uske Raja maane par. When he heard this, he thought to himself, became Angad. Grahan ko Raja ke sameep aa gaya. Is Rakshas Parthiv Ling ke adi ke sthit hua hai. And there he sees when he goes to Raja Sudakshina, the imprisoned king. देख कर यह राजा कुछ को बेरा इसका स्वरूप विचार करने लगे. He sees it and automatically without asking a question. यह तो करता है. What are you doing here? आज कुटुंब सहित तुम राजा को बाल के मानूंगा ऐसे ही. Are you trying to destroy me and my family? मन में आवा के काम क्रोध महाक्रोध को राक्षस को राजा के बोला है. But his mind is already corrupted by Lord Shankar. And because of Shiv's Maya, he was unable to see that even the puja of the Lord appeared to him and created in his mind that was somebody trying to destroy him. And this is Sri Bhagwan's Maya. Bhim bole dushtatma hi rajan, tu is sama kya rahe? What are you doing? Tu satya satya kaha tujhe mein nahi marunga. If you don't tell me, I shall destroy you. अन्यथा के निश्चय तुझे बनूंगा. सुजी बोले ऐसे राक्षस वचन सुन के शिव जी की विष में पूर्ण हुई है. Bhagwan is looking on. Sometimes when you drive, you see, you read, Chinese are very strange people, eh? Ruparam? Anytime Rup gets scratchy, just put a religious sticker and cover it. So if you see the car have plenty sticker, it's not because he's a fancy fella. It's probably because he scratched it somewhere and he want to paint it, so. I probably should not let that out, but. Sometimes you drive in and you see all sorts of signs, right? Baby on board. Sometimes you see a sign. Oh, God bless no man. No man what? Yes. Kabir, one of our great saints, says the same. Take me desire, mar sake na koi. Who has the blessing of God? They remain untouchable by any mortal. And this king, of course, has the blessings of Bhagwan. Kamarupi Rajan ke man mein tatkal vichar. Never answered a word. He just continued to recite. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah. Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva. Aruna Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Arunachal Shiva, Aruna Shiva. Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, जब अधिकतम कोई मेरे भक्त को पीड़ता देते हैं, तब मैं उसके राक्षस ले दुष्ट आत्मा मारता यह प्रतिज्ञा. इसमें कुछ संशय नहीं है. Bhagwan gives, when the sages, they begin to ask him, they says, Lord, you're seeing all of this and you're not doing anything? And Bhagwan Shivji smiles, he says, जब कठिन कोई के मेरे भक्त हैं. Whenever my devotee is experiencing, कठिन means difficult, sharp. Whenever my devotee is experiencing any type of pain or difficulty, मैं उसका रक्षा करूं. I will always be there to take care of them. और दुष्टों को मारता यह प्रतिपदा, इसके कुछ संशय नहीं है. My grace is like a shield that protects them, and in spite of how many efforts are undertaken by the wicked to destroy them, they will always remain standing in the Vedas, in the Manusmriti actually. There's a very beautiful verse, and at the end of it, it says, Dharmo rakshati rakshe taha. Yes. Amar knows it well. Those who stand and protect their dharma will protect them in the times of need. This is the saying of Bhagwan. So Bhagwan Shivji says, Vaha pratigya hai. Endure, but know that I am with you. And always remember that. That's why I'm going to leave you this evening. You may have difficult moments in your life. You may have disappointing moments in your life. You may go through sometimes the most trying of times. But always bear one thing in mind, in addition to the pain that you experience. If God wasn't with you, you would have not lived through all of those trials. It is only the grace of the Lord that can ferry you across those. And this is the case. इस प्रकार धैर्य धारण को करके शंकर देव को ध्यान करके. He says, have patience, my dear ones. I shall certainly go. अपने भक्त को पालन करने वाले संपूर्ण और अचर जगत के स्वामी निरंकार शिव को देव भजता है. For the sake of the protection of his devotees, Suji Bole, the great Sut explains that ऐसे कामेश्वर रूपराजा बचन को भीम राक्षस क्रोध का कंपान शरीर को यह बचन बोला है. When Bhim realized what was taking place, हो जाए कि इसके प्रताप शिव की रूप को दूर कर सके. These mortals that you are praying to, these things that you are praying to, take it out and throw it away. I think that's a familiar story for us. When our places of worship get desecrated and we are accused of what is called idolatry. We are praying to idols. Same. Bhim is telling him, take all that and throw it away. What you doing with that? This Raksha. For the ladies, Sindur. These are elements of identity that bind us to our dharma. And this is our right. This is our freedom. So Bhim tells him, take it out. If you don't move it, I will certainly. Danda hoga, isme kuch nahi hai. I will move it, and in addition to moving it, I will destroy you. And the moment that he does that, my dear friends, Anitawi ki bhir bangta ho, he draws his weapon, and when he does, Suji Bole se kehne par Shivji ki bhakt dhrita Brat Sresh Raja Nirbhay ho Ram. In his heart, King Sudakshana knew that whatever happens to me, my Lord will save. It is called Ananya Bhakti. Unflinching devotion. Devotee has so much connection and love for God that whatever happens to them, they have the mind, the state of mind that God knows best. But whatever happens to me, it is because this is the will of the divine. And the moment, of course, that he is accosted by Bhim, Bhagwan appears and Hunkar mantra. There is a mantra that is called Hunkar. Bhagwan, of course, Bhasma kiye wahan. He reduces Rakshas to ashes. Shivji ke Shanmata Rakshas ko balanashta kar diya hai. He destroys for the sake of his devotees. In that spot where that took place, Rakshas ko sharir bhasma sampurna bebhyam. When Bhim was burnt, the ashes blew and it spread over the entire area, that particular area. Sampad karne wale manush ko tatha anek bhesh janvantar bane hain. And they, of course, the ashes are considered to be very potent. You know, when you do Havan, especially Trayambakam, Shiv mantra, and you take that ashes, and if you sprinkle it in your home or you keep it on you, if you are suffering with any difficult karmas or if there is any evil around, the ashes dispel that. This is the power of Shiv mantra. And Bhagwan, of course, Tvayaha Jyotirling Sab Atpati ki Nivadan Karne Wale. Bhagwan took the form of a lingam there that is called Bhim Shankar. Those of you who visit, you would remember it. It's on the outskirts of Nasik. temple is way down. You have to walk down Peter. Peter is here. Bhushan. We didn't go to Bhim Shankar, no, but Peter would have gone with Pandit Baldat, yes. You go down, you have to walk down, walk all the way down. When you go down that particular one, when road did we go to that one? No, you didn't go with me to that one. When I went there, the Pandit was reciting Namami Shamisham and Nirvana Rupam Vibhumbhyapakam Brahmaveda Swarupam. He was reciting Rudrashtakam for a devotee who was doing puja. You go inside and you do the puja, and then number of steps to climb, to come back out. This is power of Shamati. I don't know if you all went to Bhim Shankar, yes? Yes. Yes, she said there's 7. It's called Bhim Shankar because the Bhim river also runs along there. This is grace of Shankar. What I am telling you about actually exists. Those who can, go see it. See what your Lord has created and what your Lord. This Puran is written thousands of years ago. Those places are still existing up until today. Up until today, when I visited Baidyanath, when we visited and we were doing the Rotary, there was a Pandit that was sitting in front of the Lingam. So I don't know if Ralph and Shiva, no, they're not. So when you hold the Shringi in the Shringi, the milk is pouring. For it to pour into the Lingam, he sit down and the milk can't get to him now. So I turn around and watching and he bun away. Take 500 rupees and give me. Say, "Dood le lo, dood le." Call in, all the beer and milk, all the beer and milk. Give him 500 rupees. Say, "Dood le lo, bring the milk, bring the milk." But go see it. This is the blessing. This is what Shankar represents. This is what God is. So this particular lingam is called Bhim Shankar. This is one of the 12 Jyotirlings. Any devotee that comes, they apattiyon ko nivaran karne wale hain. Apatti means if there are any instances of misfortunes that happen in your life, or if there are impending disasters that have to happen, by worshipping of Shivling in this particular place, those are destroyed. And by worshipping Shivling on the night of Shivratri, and this is why I share with you, the night of Shivratri is considered to be extremely great. The blessing that is given in Bhim Shankar is in your own home on the night of Shivratri. That's why don't lose the opportunity. That night is considered to be very, very great. Even if unintentionally you end up in a mandir or you do some worship, even that blessing counts to you. Iti Sri Bhim Shankar Jyotirling Mahatmyam Naumike Dashadhyaya. Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Shivo, Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Chal Shiva, Aduna Shivo. Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava, Om Namo Bhava. Bolo Manas Bhajani Guru Charanam, Dutar Bhava Sagar Taranam. Manas Bhajani Guru Charanam, Dutar Bhava Sagar Taranam, Dutar Bhava Sagar Taranam, Dutar Bhava Sagar Taranam. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtim Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandanam Mrityurmokshe Yamarita Tumapati Mahadevaki. My dear friends, before we close this evening, the president of my Mandir is here. And I want to ask him, of course, to share 2 words, because tomorrow evening and Friday will be 2 participative evenings. I'll share with you what is happening there. But I want to ask, of course, Pandit Krishna Rambali, who is also President General of Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha, to share a few words with us, and then we'll go into Aarti.
Sitaram, everyone. Officiating Vyas Pandit Navin Omadath Maharaj, Pandit Rohit Maharaj, Pandit Rajiv, Pandit Vishnu, executive members, Mr. Bhushan Singh and Mr. Pita Maharaj, devotees all. There are so many things that I would like to say. Time does not permit. I just want to recount or to recall a few things that the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha is doing and will require your support. Panditji hinted slightly during the COVID some of the issues that have arisen, and there were problems, and they handled manfully. I see Mr. Taklal Singh here. He was part of that team, and they did an excellent job. It was meant to have results immediately. Going to the courts meant prolonged. And the expenses for those people who are ill afford to bury their loved ones would have continued. So that the Sanatan Dharma did what was best at that point in time. But for the Hindu community, Pandit Navin is the president of the Pandits Parishad. And they are doing a tremendous amount of work in the background, and quietly and slowly it will come to the fore. But the idea is Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha is not about projecting itself. The idea is the Hindu community and Trinidad and Tobago. It is not about personality. So that for the benefit of the Hindu community, the Pandits Parishad have organized classes. And this is for our benefit. One such class has taken place already, and we had, Panditji, how many? About 50 of them graduated from that class. And presently, they are involved in another class, astrology class, coming from the university in India, direct here in Trinidad every Saturday morning, 2 hours, beginning at very early. So they have to be there. We are hopefully a library where you all will gather, and for the Pandits and for the public at large. The old Munroe Road Hindu School has been refurbished, and very shortly that library will come into existence. The idea behind it, Panditji always asks you to check, to look at it, not here, but when you go, you pull up those, and we would like to advise also, make sure you find the correct link, because social media, so many people, without having the knowledge, without having the facts, they are putting it out there. You read, you get the wrong information. So when you get to this information, we want you to be on the right track. We want you to get the best benefit. And all arms of this in the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha has been activated, and they are working feverishly with the schools, with the children. We have, through the Bal Vikas Committee, The children are being, because of the COVID, the camp had been cancelled. We had no choice. The camp is again there. That is where the young children, they learn so many new things there. But most importantly, to socialize and to grow and learn to live together. Coming from different homes, at times we think it's very easy. And that's why Panditji will always tell you about the marriage and so on. You come from two homes. And when you meet, that harmony is difficult sometimes. And we are hoping to bridge these things so that our Hindu brothers and our children will understand what the Hindu community and what are their responsibilities and how they should carry themselves in the public space. This is very important, you know. Our Hindu community, for many reasons, maybe Hindus are afraid when some things affect you to say it. But the time has come, and it should have been earlier. We occupy a space here. I or you didn't come from India. We belong here. This is our motherland. And you should have that right to practice your religion and to do everything that you need to do here without there being any objections or anyone being critical of us. Now I just give you a little hint. The Pandits Parishad will be getting to you, and we're hoping that you will be listening on and the news will reach you. Recently, for some of you would have, if you are listening to Radio Jagriti, looking at TV Jagriti, the woman's arm is in effect again. And for this Shivratri, if you listen carefully, you will be getting messages from those ladies. The messages coming out of those little discourse will strengthen you. And I want to touch on one last point very quickly. The woman's arm, some people are of the belief that in Hinduism, the ladies are not equal. The Pandit made it very clear, you are more than equal. You carry the better part of. And just one point he made yesterday, or was it today? When we sit to do puja, if I sit alone, no blessing or little blessing, the wife can sit alone. So the Lord has provided and made things. I want blessings, I have to get my wife to sit with me to do puja. But in Hinduism, our ladies are privileged. And let me just make this point and make you smile a little. All the husbands here, all the males will tell you, Panditji, the lady will say, I am putting curtains here. You as the male say what you want. She is going to get it the way she wants it. So they have this, and you all have the say. Yes, you have the say. That we laugh, but that is the truth of it. So I just wanted to, a little refresher in your minds that the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha is at work every day. The Pandits Parishad is at work every day. All the other committees, whether it's the Bal Vikas Committee, the Principals Association, they are at work every day. And all for the benefit of the Hindu community. There are some things I have to tell you because I talk to lots of people and some of them seem not to be aware. And our Pandit, he doesn't say much about Vishnu boys. And what I say of Vishnu boys reflects all our colleges. He teaches there, so he says very little. He just tell you, well, this, the boys this and the boys, you know, the little prank and so on. But our secondary schools, we have 5 of them, and they are doing exceptionally well. Every single one without fail. So our principals, our teachers, our senior officers, they put their head to the task, and we are getting, or we are reaping the benefits of it. The results are fantastic. Every single one of our schools. In the primary level, all of our schools are doing well. And let me, before I close, I think, Panditji, we will have to get a few more minutes tomorrow or maybe the next night. I can't go into thank you, but I'd like to repeat this little version. I enjoy sharing these moments, these beautiful moments, with a large congregation. And when I see so many of you, I am elated. I am really pleased to share these moments and to join with you in devotion. Bhagwan's blessing to all of you. I feel certain Lord Shiva is with you. You will have his blessing. Bhagwan's blessing, thank you, and have a safe and a pleasant journey back.
Jai Ekbar Bolo Sri Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai. My dear friends, thank you very, very much, Panditji. Tomorrow evening we will finish a little bit earlier because I think Rope is around. Where's Rope? I think we got bay leaves here. We got bay leaves. Right, so we got bay leaves for you in the ending arati. We would like you to come and to place bay leaves on the lingam tomorrow evening. So we will finish a little bit earlier to facilitate that. On Friday evening, puja begins. Those of you observing the night for the Shivratri, so the first prahar is in the evening with the sunset. It will go for 3 hours. Prahar is a 3-hour span. And what do you do? During that, if you are observing at home, 5 ingredients. Milk, help me out. Dahi, ghee, honey, sugar. These 5 either as one mixture or separately, say Om Namah Shivaya, and that's the beginning. Water first, then bathe your lingam. Do your puja as you can, put bay leaves, flowers, you can do it elaborate. Those of you want to put in Hardi Sindur, then you do your jap. You perform your jap. So in the first prahar, 1 rounds of jap, Om Namah Shivaya, 1 mala. Then when the second 3-hour period comes, you do the same thing again. You clean out the lingam and you do back the same puja again with the same 5 ingredients. You can use any other ingredient, but those 5 are constant, it's fixed. Then after 12, you do again, same thing. The second 3-hour period, which is, I'll use rough times, between 9 and 12, you do, when you finish the puja, 2 malas of japa, 2 malas of Om Namah Shivaya. Then you go to the third prahar, the third 3-hour portion. Clean out your lingam again, do the same puja with the 5 ingredients again, offer your bay leaves. This time you do 6 malas of jap. So the first, how it's described in the Shiv Puran, first prahar 1, second prahar twice the first, third prahar 3 times the second. So that will be 6 malas of jap, Om Namah Shivaya, and then between 3 and 6 a.m. or sunrise, then you will do same thing again, clean out your lingam, do back the puja, and then of course you do 12 malas of jap at that. So it's 1, 2, 6. And how much is the last amount? 12. Yes. So this is how you keep yourself. You can do other things as well. You don't have to Just limit yourself to that. Those of you who are, up to the task, you can do other things as well. You can have offering of bay leaves, which is very great on that night. You can chant, you can meditate, all of this. The idea is to keep the vigil for the entire night. That's hard to do, eh? It's hard. Those of you who are joining us at the Mandir, well, you have company. If you're doing it at your home, you try to do it. Remember, the Shivratri finishes with the sunrise. So don't get up 6:30 and go to Chaha with her 7 o'clock. You will be doing Saturday worship, not Shivratri. Shivratri ends with the sunrise. It's a Ratri, it's a night. So this is the mode of observing the Shivratri. The simplest mode. There are elaborate modes, but this is the simplest mode for you and for your family. And like I say, if you can't offer the 5 things separately, mix all in one and just say Om Namah Shivaya, be your lingam, clean it out, perform it. At least if you have bay leaf and flowers on your lingam, arti, all of these things, you can offer prasad or fruit in everyone. It's the same puja that's repeated 4 times. So many, many blessings to you. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening and into Friday evening. Friday evenings we don't have any reading. We do the 1000 names of Lord Shiva, and we invite everyone to offer 1000 bay leaves between 6 and 9 p.m. God's blessings to you. Thank you so much for being here, all of you, and may Bhagwan continue to bless you. With these few words, let me invite you to stand. यानि कानि शिवापानि जन्मन्तर कृतानि च तानि तानि विनश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे ॐ हर 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 महादेव 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 ॐ सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ॐ सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ॐ हर 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 महादेव ॐ हर 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 महादेव जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव करता दीदारा ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव करता दीदारा ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राधे एकानन चतुरानन पंचानन राधे ओ हंसासन गरुडासन वृषभासन सब बोलो जय शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम हर 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 महादेव ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् ओम सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरम् चार चतुर्भुज दशभुज भी सोए दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दशभुज भी सोए वो तीनों रूप रखते त्रिभुवन जन मोहे ओम जय शिव ओंकारा बोलो ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। बोलो अक्षमाला वनमाला मुरमाला धारी, अक्षमाला वनमाला मुरमाला धारी। ओ चंदन गमद सोहे वाले शशिला, सबको बोलो जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। ओ जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्, ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्। श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बारंबर अंगे, श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बारंबर अंगे। ओ ब्रह्मादिक गणादिक भूतादिक सबको बोलो जय शिव एवरीवन। प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा, जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्, ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्। ओम कर्मणि गमण्डल और त्रिशूलधरता, कर्मणि गमण्डल और त्रिशूलधरता। ओ जगतारी जगहारी जगपालन करता। जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। ओ त्रिगुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे, त्रिगुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे। ओ कहत शिवानंद स्वामी मनवांचित फल पावे। सबको बोलो जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। जय शिव ओंकारा, प्रभु हर शिव ओंकारा। सबको बोलो एवरीवन। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्, ओम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम्। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। ओम हर 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 महादेव, ओम हर 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 महादेव। यत पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णतरस्तु करचरणकृतमवापायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणं वा मानसं वा पराधं वेदं समस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय. Together, my dear friends, all of us. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva bandhu shasaka tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om. गणपति गणेश भगवान की, आदिशक्ति नौ दुर्गा माता की, उमापति महादेव की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सार के रक्षक पंच की जय जय. सीताराम Archanathani ji, may I take your seats. Thank you so much, my friends. Arti, we have already gotten prasad, and meals have been especially prepared for those of you who are partaking of meals. Meals have been especially prepared for each and every one of you. God's blessings to you. Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening, and then on the final evening, on Friday evening, to join with us throughout the course of the night. Retreat is on Friday morning, yes. God's blessings to you. Thank you so much for being with us.